Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my family move in because my 16-year-old son doesn't want them to? About 5 years ago, my husband cheated on me and then abandoned our family. It was an incredibly difficult time. I was left alone to raise our son, who was just 11 at the time. None of my family members offered any help or support. We were essentially on our own. The only person who helped us was my father, who was a great support system both emotionally and financially. When my father passed away 2 years ago, he left me a significant inheritance. This money allowed me to buy a house and provide a stable and comfortable life for my son and me. Since my husband left, my son and I have become very close. We've been through a lot together, and our bond is incredibly strong. I would do anything for him. Recently, some of my extended family members have fallen on hard times and asked if they could move in with us. Given our history, I was initially hesitant. I discussed it with my son, and he was very much against the idea. He remembers how nobody was there for us when we needed them the most and feels strongly that they shouldn't benefit from our home now. Understanding his feelings and valuing his comfort, I decided to tell my family that they couldn't move in with us. Now, they're upset and accusing me of being selfish and ungrateful. They say that I owe them support because we're family. I don't think I'm an asshole and honestly don't care what they think as long as my baby is happy, but I still want to hear other people's opinions. So, am I the a-hole for refusing to let my family move in because my son doesn't want them to, especially considering the way they treated us when we were the ones in need? Am I the a-hole for leaving my ex to sit and take care of his child and taking a business class upgrade to myself? I, 30 female, have been dating Matt, 33 male, for about a year. Matt has a kid, Alex, from his first relationship. The kid is under 2-year-old. Every now and then, I used to look after Alex. When Matt was at work, we don't live together, but they stay at mine every now and then. We decided to go on holiday for 10 days at the start of May, and due to some family drama, Alex had to go with us. The flights were over 8 hours long and I have booked the tickets for all of us. During the flight and the holiday, I have spent nearly all my time was spent looking after Alex, while Matt had the time of his life. Some things came to my attention. He was still seeing his ex, which resulted in us breaking up at the end of our stay. On the flight back, we were all sitting together and a flight attendant approached us and asked my ex if he wanted an upgrade to the business class. Before he could say anything, I have mentioned it was me who bought the tickets and used my own account to pay for them, so an upgrade should go to me. The flight attendant was trying to argue at first as she assumed Alex was my child, but I told her that's not the case and ended up having an upgrade so I can relax after spending all this time looking after Alex. After the flight, Matt, a few other passengers who assumed I am the mom, as well as some family members and friends, called me an asshole for not giving the upgrade to Matt, even after I have mentioned, and the flight attendant didn't say anything about Alex. Am I the a-hole for being culturally insensitive about butter? I was at my boyfriend's family home. I'm a nurse. My son burnt himself on the grill by smacking his forehead into while playing. He had a little burn. I went to the bathroom to clean it up and put some cold water on it. My boyfriend's great-grandmother is there. There might be some cultural differences between they are Latina, but she insists on putting butter on my kid's burn. I said no, and his mom came to talk to me, saying I should just do this because it's disrespectful to his great-grandmother not to take her advice. She's almost 100. I told his mother it's disrespectful of them not to listen to me about treating my own child, and I'm a nurse, so I'm not putting butter on a small burn. The woman in his family tried to bully me again about the butter, and I finally got mad and said butter is for cooking, why would I want it on the burn? I saw his mom try put it on my kid, and I said no fucking butter. I took my kid and left. My boyfriend said I am not to treat his family like that and I should have just let them do it. In his culture, elders are important. I said in my culture, my boundaries and health are more important than your grandma's ego. We haven't talked since, and my friend said I was being insensitive to my boyfriend and his family. Edit. My boyfriend is not the father of my son. I am divorced. Am I the a-hole telling my uncle to get forked after telling me I can't wear pink? I, 18 male, love the color pink. Always have. If never cared, it's a girl's color, and I guess I was lucky to have a mom who didn't care either and would buy me and my siblings things regardless of color or gendering without all the weird "no, it's for girls" both some other parents do. It's been really cold lately, so I've been wearing this really warm hoodie I have that happens to be pink. It's nice and fluffy and oversized. I love the thing. Anyways, my uncle came over yesterday and he can be a bit of a prick. He was immediately taking the piss out of my hoodie and eventually told me to take it off, that I shouldn't be wearing pink. To that I told him to get forked. After that he got huffy and left 10 minutes later calling me an ass. Am I the a-hole for cancelling plans with my best friend so that I can spend more time with my new boyfriend? Jane 27 and I, John 26, have been friends for over 15 years. We've been basically spending time together every weekend and hanging out during the week when we're both not working. Every moment we had, we would spend together. However, about 5 months ago, I started dating my boyfriend, and since then, I haven't seen Jane much because I'd been busy with him. Jane is upset, claiming I'm pushing her aside, which I don't believe is the case. I keep telling her that it's natural to spend more time with a significant other when you start dating. A month ago, I asked Jane if she could come with me to a tattoo parlor to get a tattoo. She was excited, and so was I. But the next day, I told her it was fine because my boyfriend knew someone who could do it, so he would take me instead. She didn't respond, and I assumed she was upset. A week later, we texted and spoke normally, avoiding the tattoo incident. Jane then asked if we could make plans because she really wanted to see me. I agreed, suggesting we go to a newly renovated venue among the wine farms in our city, a place she had always wanted to visit. However, I forgot that the same weekend we planned to go was my boyfriend's mother's 50th birthday, and we had plans. When I told Jane, she got very upset and blocked me. I don't understand why she's acting this way. We've been friends for so long, but now that I have a boyfriend, she seems to be overreacting. I don't think it's fair that she can't communicate what's bothering her. Am I the a-hole for asking my brother not to pay my daughter's university tuition, as it was a deliberate consequence of her choices? My daughter will be attending university this fall. However, after much discussion, she has chosen a school I disagree over. Initially, I had preferred, if I was to pay her full tuition, that she would attend our local university and live at home. She convinced us to let her expand that search under the guise she was applying only to Catholic schools. When she was accepted into Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., I was hesitant due to the 17-hour drive from Baton Rouge, where we live. We were persuaded after a tour and because she was offered merit-based and needs-based scholarships, which would cover nearly all of her tuition. Additionally, my brother and his spouse moved to Maryland near the DC area several months ago. She would have family very nearby. Unbeknownst to myself and my husband, at the time she applied to other schools as well. She preferred to attend the University of Maryland. We told her if she expected us to provide any financial support, then it would be to a Catholic university. We were also disappointed she would choose this school over Georgetown, which had been so kind to her, and also never having toured this other school. Knowing this, she still wanted to attend University of Maryland. We told her she is an adult and we cannot control her, but she will learn there are long-term consequences to adult choices, namely student loans. I since learned she had cried of this issue to my brother, who offered to pay for all of her tuition. He has no children of his own, and he contributes nothing to the care of our elderly parents. I texted him and explicitly asked him not to do this because my daughter needs to learn she will not always be rescued. He not only told me it's his money, and he will do whatever he damn well pleases with it, but he also told me my lesson is an absolute joke. We got into a heated argument over this, and I told him I am concerned about his influence over my daughter, as he has been an atheist for decades, among other issues, and my daughter looks up to him immensely. College is already a difficult time for Faith. He told me I'm not helping that by alienating her. I tried to be civil and urged him to consider my plea, to which he replied he doesn't need to consider it. There is now considerable tension between us and with my daughter. Am I in the wrong for wanting to help guide her into adulthood? Am I the a-hole for making my boyfriend lunch for work? Hi, 23 female and my boyfriend 23 male live together in a studio apartment. For his birthday I got him 3 things. He's really into art, so I got something he really wanted to work on his art. I also got him a unique mug, and lastly I got him a lunchbox. He has been complaining that he was having a hard time bringing lunch to work because he didn't have one. I know it isn't a glamorous gift, but I thought it would be a helpful one. Also, my birthday was back in January and he didn't even get me a birthday gift due to financial issues. Anyway, he was very disappointed when he opened the lunchbox gift and was very upset I got it for him. I explained why, and he was still upset. His birthday was on a Friday, so on Monday I guess I wasn't thinking about it. I woke up early and made him his lunch. In the lunchbox I got him, he became extremely pissed off, telling me that he didn't even eat lunch week because his teeth were bothering him. And so because I didn't remember, he was even more mad. He then went on a whole rant, making rude comments at me, demeaning my gift, and saying, I don't listen to him when I talk. Well, I was just trying to be helpful, and can't remember everything he says to me. I also didn't just get him a lunchbox, I got him other things he wanted.